Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm going to Barcelona. So yes, another holiday vlog, but this one's not going to be as big as the previous ones. It's going to be a chill holiday. I'm not actually solo this time, I'm going with my mum. Don't know whether you'll see her in this video or not, but it's going to be a chill vlog, but a vlog nonetheless, because I do want to just capture it, even if it's just for me. So I'm only taking my phone, I'm not taking my camera. There'll be beaches and stuff, it'll be a nice time. Join me. Let's go. We are here. We are here. It's pretty late now though, so probably just gonna go straight to bed. And then tomorrow it's beach time. Only a 15-minute walk from the beach to the beach, so that's gonna be very fun. It's me from the future because it was just a chill holiday and I was just with my mum. I didn't actually film like face-to-face videos there, so I'm just gonna chat here and then put the clips over it. It's been a little while. I went in June and I'm recording this in September, but I need to get it out because I'm going on holiday in October as well, so this one needs to go out. So first day, we spent most of the day at the beach. It was just really nice. We don't really go on beach holidays much, so it was nice to just spend time in the water. Also really cool that there was loads of fish in the water, so I tried to catch them on a clip. Didn't really go very well, but yeah, it was really cool. There was loads of fish in the water. And then later that day we went to the Sagrada Familia, I believe is what it's called. So on the way there we saw this really cool market. It was massive and the ceiling was all made of like shiny metal, so you could see everything reflecting. There's a cool clip on that. And yeah, we went to see the big building and then we went home because it was really warm and we were both feeling not the best. But yeah, that was day number 1. On to day number 2. Next up, we spent the next day in this amazing park. There was a labyrinth in it, and just around the labyrinth there was like loads of park. It was only a few euros to get into. It was really good. We spent all day there. It was just absolutely gorgeous. There was just waterfalls and monuments and steps to walk down and the cool labyrinth. It was just a really good time, and yeah, glad we went there. The labyrinth was inside, so it felt like the whole park was a labyrinth just to get to the labyrinth. It was really good. And there were these really cool little red dragonflies. I've never seen red dragonflies before, but there you go. We tried to capture them, but they were so fast, so got a really terrible video of those. But yeah, it was really fun. Again, another absolutely baking day, and luckily throughout Spain, or at least Barcelona, there are loads of water taps everywhere, so every time we saw one we just like pressed it and just threw our heads and bodies underneath it because it was a warm day. But yeah, that was what we did in day 2. Oh, and also the place we ate was at cool, but I filmed there. I actually said words there, so take it away past me. This is the place we're eating at, and then it's right next to Velodrome. How random is that? And there's also a little trials park here. So the last full day was pretty darn full. The main plan was to go to the botanical gardens, and we got sidetracked about 20 million times. First of all, we went to this really cool place. It's an art gallery, but there's also meant to have this fountain on. I knew it was closed though. I don't know if there is now still, but there was a drought, so all of the big fountain was closed, but that would have been epic to see because there's like escalators to go up to the museum and you can see where the fountain's meant to be. So yeah, that was really cool. And then we just headed into a bunch of different gardens on the way to the garden that we were meant to go to. Just around the museum there were just loads of really cool little gardens about, and it was really nice, and we kept going into loads of different ones. And then obviously food was necessary, so the place we went to, my days, I need to talk about this place. First of all, it was really random because it was another sports based food place. So it was this food place right next to the swimming pools. So the day before we had the velodrome, and this day we had the swimming pools. There's a lot of like Olympic-y stuff around Barcelona because obviously they had the Olympics there. So we went to this place and we ordered, well, we were gonna order just a main dish, and then they were like, oh, you can have a starter with that, and you can also have an afters or a coffee with that. And it was so cheap. It was like, I want to say 15 euros. It might not have even been that much, but I think it was a little bit less than 15 euros for a 3-course meal. And like the starter, when they said starter and it said this egg bacon sort of thing, we thought, right, it'll just be like an egg, some bits of bacon on. Yeah, it was egg bacon and then a full plate of chips as well. So that was the starter. It was like a full meal. And then the main course, I had this really nice chicken, and then for afters I had an ice cream, and then I had 2 bottles of Coca-Cola as well. And like literally for the both of us it came up to just a little bit over £30 for a 3-course meal and 2 drinks. It was madness. It was so cheap. Like when you think about going on holidays, you're thinking about, oh, it's going to be expensive. Barcelona was so cheap for stuff like that. The place before, the day before when we had food, that was a really good price as well, and we had like 2 or 3 drinks there and a main course that was really nice and big and filling. And yeah, it was just such a great price. But anyway, let's get back to the actual stuff rather than just talking about food, although food is good. So after that, more Olympic stuff. We found like the main Olympic, I don't know if it was the stadium that we was in, I think it was because it was really big, or it was where they had the opening ceremony, I think, potentially. And then we were looking around there and we walked a little bit further, getting a tiny bit closer to the botanical gardens, and then we found another Olympic stadium, so we had to go in obviously and have a look, and it was massive. And there was some really interesting bits of information on the wall as well. There was just like telling you about it. So it was a stadium from back in the day, and then I think it burnt down or something, and then they built it again for the Olympics, and then they had like refugees there at certain times as well. So it was really interesting. And then finally, guys, we got to the botanical gardens. And I didn't really film much of this. I literally just filmed one clip, I think, of some chickens go, ah, ma, ma, ma. Here you go. But yeah, this was a really nice place. I'll chuck some photos up here, I'll come over here. But yeah, it was just like a big garden place, and there was just loads of nice, interesting plants. Because plants are interesting and fun. And yes, I had a really great time. We had a really great time. There was 2 of us there, me and my mum. And then within this place also, there was this really nice installation about bees and how important bees are, because they are, and how like they're doing all the food. If bees didn't exist, we'd have like 70 or 80% of our food wouldn't exist because of all the pollinating stuff. So that was really, really interesting, and it was just really nicely set out. And also it had aircon. Oh my days, we spent quite a while in there because of the aircon, but also because it was really interesting, but also because of the aircon. But yeah, that was cool. There was loads of like information on the walls, and then there were little like physical things like that looks like all the animals and stuff, and then there was TVs with all the information stuff on and little video clips playing. And then next to that room there was another room they called the Salvador room, and basically it was this family, I think like 3 generations or 4 generations of this one family just collected stuff. They collected stuff, and then the next generation collected some stuff, and the next generation they collected loads of stuff. And it's just really interesting. It's like a curiosity cabinet but times a million, because it was over like 100 years and several different generations of the same family. And then the botanical gardens have this collection. I think it's because like 60% of it, or maybe a bit more than that percent of it, was like botanical samples that they collected. I'm guessing it's in all the books because there's loads of books there, so I'm guessing it's all like flower presses and stuff. But yeah, it was just really interesting, and it was a really fun time. And that was the end of day 3. Day 4, our flight was at about 4 o'clock, so we didn't do much. But obviously, you know what I'm like, I'm going to put a clip in here of the food that we ate. Oh yes. So yeah, again, super nice, super cheap. Barcelona, I'm guessing that it's probably really expensive in some places. If you're being a tourist and you go into the tourist traps, it's probably expensive. But everywhere we went, the food was so nice and so cheap. All the best. So yeah, after that, we just had a wander about. It was really nice. And then we went to the airport. And then we came home. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this vlog. It's very different to normal vlogs because I'm doing this afterwards, the talky bit. Normally I do it while I'm there, but like I mentioned, I am going on holiday in October. I can't tell you where though because I'm taking my mum and my sister this time, but my sister doesn't know where we're going. Yes, I've created a secret holiday for her, so hopefully you enjoy that vlog. That will definitely be coming, and maybe I'll have them to chat in it as well. We shall see. But do all the stuff if you want, if you like the video, and subscribe and all that jazz. I have several other travel vlogs on here as well if you want to check them out. There'll be a playlist. And then I will see you in a few days with another video. Bye.